Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about something super special and incredibly heartwarming. Do you know how important Jimin is to BTS? Not just about dance or vocals, but the energy he brings to the group. BTS members themselves have said multiple times, "We need Jimin's energy." Purple Heart, and guys, this isn't an exaggeration. There's concrete evidence from various interviews, behind-the-scenes footage, and testimonies from the members themselves. So today, we're going to break down why Jimin is called the glue that holds BTS together, how he influences group dynamics, and what happens when BTS is without Jimin. Trust me, after watching this, you'll appreciate Jimin even more. Before we start, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Now let's dive in. Okay guys, for those new to BTS or need a refresher, let me introduce Park Jimin. Jimin was born October 13th, 1995 in Busan, South Korea. He's the main dancer and lead vocalist of BTS. But what makes Jimin special isn't just his formal position, it's the emotional role he plays in the group. Fun fact, Jimin was the last member confirmed to join the BTS lineup. He joined Big Hit Entertainment in 2012, less than a year before BTS debuted in June 2013. Despite his short training period, Jimin brought something irreplaceable to the group. BTS members described Jimin with various heartwarming words. RM said Jimin is someone who is selfless by nature, caring towards others and the team. Jin chose Jimin as the member who makes him happiest during tours because Jimin is always positive even when tired. J-Hope said Jimin has the charisma of a Hyun despite being younger, with a big plate that can accommodate so much. Jungkook literally said their team atmosphere is great all because of Jimin. Wow, right. Loudly crying face. Jimin isn't just a talented dancer and beautiful vocalist. He's the emotional anchor of BTS. Let's explore this deeper. Guys, you know what? In every group, whether it's K-pop, sports teams, or even friend groups, there's always one person who becomes the glue. The person who holds everyone together. For BTS, that person is Jimin. Let me break down why. Jin once said in an interview that when they were tired during their previous tour, it was Jimin who came to the members first, made them laugh, and gave them strength even though he must have been tired too. Jin literally chose Jimin when asked who he would want to praise the most. Think about that, guys. In the midst of exhaustion, physical pain, homesickness, and pressure, Jimin is the person who puts aside his own struggles to cheer up others. That's not easy. That requires incredible emotional strength and genuine care for others. J-Hope, who is older than Jimin, once revealed something shocking. Although Jimin is younger than him, he really has the charisma of a Hyun and has a big plate. And as big as that plate is, he can accommodate so much. Guys, imagine J-Hope, who is known as the sunshine of BTS, who is always positive and energetic, admits that he receives healing from Jimin. J-Hope also said truthfully, Jimin's willingness was what he is most thankful for, and Jimin played a big role in relieving his stress. RM described Jimin as someone who is selfless by nature that cares for others and the team. Jimin is known as someone who loves a sense of community and being together. He plays an important role in maintaining that sense of togetherness. At the 2019 Festa, J-Hope revealed something cute. Jimin loves hearing the words, "I love you." And when Jimin says "I love you," he wants you to say it back to him. This shows Jimin's need for connection and affection, which actually helps create a warmer atmosphere in the group. Jungkook, the youngest member, said their team atmosphere is great all because of Jimin, and Jimin's attitude and heart towards the team is beautiful. Guys, this is a huge statement. Jungkook is literally attributing the entire team atmosphere to Jimin. That's how impactful Jimin's presence is. According to member testimonies, Jimin is known as the most energetic person in the group. He brings fresh energy wherever he goes. Fans and members alike describe him as someone who soaks in everyone else's energy and reflects it back, creating this beautiful cycle of positivity. One fan beautifully described Jimin as like a snowflake, delicate and beautifully sparkly on the outside, but compacted hard enough, and you get something tough like a snowball. He attracts everyone with his sparkling personality and the love that he exudes. Now guys, let's talk about specific moments when BTS really needed Jimin's energy. World tours are brutal, guys. Imagine performing back-to-back shows in different countries, dealing with jet lag, missing home, physical exhaustion, and the pressure to be perfect every single night. Jin specifically praised Jimin during their previous tour, saying they were all really tired physically as well as for various other reasons, and it was Jimin that came to the members first and made them laugh and gave them strength. Imagine, guys, when everyone is exhausted, Jimin is the one who actively approaches members to cheer them up, not waiting for someone to cheer him up, but he initiates. That's leadership through emotional intelligence. Even during their trainee days, Jimin was known for his incredible work ethic. All members agreed that Jimin has changed and improved a lot since debut. Jungkook said Jimin is one of BTS's hardest working members, and everything he has achieved has been the result of his own efforts. This work ethic actually inspires other members. When you see someone working that hard despite difficulties, it motivates you to push harder too. Jimin's dedication created this culture of excellence in the group. V revealed something touching. He talks to Jimin the most, and if he has any worries, Jimin is the friend that he tells first. V described Jimin as pure and untainted, someone trustworthy. Guys, this is important. In a high-pressure environment like Idol life, having someone you can truly trust and confide in is essential for mental health. Jimin provides that safe space for the members. According to testimonies, Jimin brings extensive experience in contemporary dance and emotional expressiveness to the group. From the very first performances with No More Dream, Jimin stood out not only for powerful and precise moves, but also for how he could convey emotion on stage. His dance style, combining strength and grace, gave BTS a unique visual identity. Other members can rely on Jimin to deliver emotionally impactful performances that elevate the entire group's stage presence. In songs like I Need You, Run, Lie, Serendipity, and Filter, Jimin's ability to tell stories through dance and emotion captivated audiences. He became one of the most anticipated performers in world tours. Comeback periods are notoriously stressful, with learning new choreography, recording, filming MVs, doing promotions, and barely sleeping. During these times, having someone like Jimin who maintains positivity and helps relieve stress is crucial. J-Hope specifically mentioned that Jimin played a big role in relieving his stress. If J-Hope, the mood maker, needs Jimin's energy, imagine how much the other members need it too. Guys, there's actually a psychological concept here. Let's talk about the Jimin effect on BTS's group dynamics. There's this thing in psychology called emotional contagion, the phenomenon where people catch emotions from others like catching a cold. Research shows that in groups, there's usually one or two people who are emotional transmitters whose moods significantly affect everyone else. For BTS, Jimin is clearly one of these transmitters. When Jimin is happy and energetic, that energy spreads to other members. When he brings positivity even in difficult times, it lifts everyone's mood. Fans have noticed this in countless behind-the-scenes footage. Watch any BTS content, and you'll see how Jimin's smile or laugh can turn the entire atmosphere around. In stress psychology, there's a response called tend and befriend, instead of fight or flight. Some people respond to stress by nurturing others and building social connections. Jimin exhibits this perfectly. When stressed during tours, instead of withdrawing, he approaches members to make them laugh and give them strength. This not only helps others, but also helps him cope with his own stress. Groups with high social cohesion, where members feel connected and supported, perform better, and are more resilient to challenges. Jimin's role in building this cohesion cannot be overstated. His love for community, his need for connection, wanting to hear "I love you," his willingness to be vulnerable, all of these create an environment where other members feel safe being themselves. In attachment theory, a secure base is a person who provides safety and support, allowing others to explore and take risks. For BTS members, Jimin serves as this secure base. V explicitly said Jimin is the friend he confides in first. That's the definition of a secure base. Knowing you have someone solid to return to gives you confidence to take risks creatively and personally. While we don't see much conflict publicly, every group has disagreements. Having someone like Jimin, who is described as selfless by nature, and having a big plate that can accommodate so much is invaluable for conflict resolution. J-Hope's statement about Jimin's willingness and ability to accommodate suggests Jimin plays a mediator role when tensions arise. He's the person who can see different perspectives and help find common ground. Jungkook said everything Jimin has achieved has been the result of his own efforts. Jimin is known for practicing whenever he has free time, has an addiction to practicing, and used to sleep only 3 hours a day because he practiced so much. This level of dedication inspires. When you see your teammate working that hard, you don't want to let them down. You push yourself harder. Jimin's work ethic raises the standard for the entire group. Now guys, let's talk about the elephant in the room. What happens to BTS when Jimin is absent or not at his best? There were periods when Jimin struggled with self-confidence issues, when he was sick, when he was injured. Fans noticed the difference in group dynamics. Other members become more subdued. The energy isn't the same. There's a certain sparkle missing from their interactions. Jin once said at an award show that he was most confident in performing when Jimin is with him, because Jimin gives him strength. Imagine guys, Jin, the oldest member, the worldwide handsome, admitting he needs Jimin's presence to feel confident. The most recent and obvious example is during military service. Jimin enlisted December 2023 along with V, Jungkook, and RM. While they were gone, the group dynamic was obviously different. Jin and J-Hope, who completed service earlier, were there. Suga was completing his alternative service, but having 4 members gone, especially Jimin with his unique role, created a noticeable void. Fans during this period often commented that they missed Jimin's energy. The group feels incomplete without Jimin, and they can't wait to see Jimin smile again. And guys, look what happened when they reunited in July 2025. The energy was electric. You could literally feel through the screen how complete they felt being together again. The way members looked at each other, the laughter, the inside jokes, the comfortable silences, all of it screamed, "We missed this. We miss being together." Multiple members have said variations of "it's not the same without Jimin." While they're professional enough to perform well regardless, they acknowledge that something special happens when Jimin is there. It's like a recipe, guys. You can make a dish without one ingredient, but it won't taste quite right. Jimin is that essential ingredient that brings everything together. There's research showing that groups perform worse when their emotional center is absent. Productivity drops, morale suffers, conflicts increase, creativity diminishes. For BTS, having Jimin back means better mood during long schedules, more natural chemistry on camera, smoother conflict resolution, higher energy performances, and stronger group cohesion. All of these are measurable, observable differences. So guys, what makes Jimin's energy so special? Why can't it be replicated by others? Let's break down Jimin's unique qualities. First and foremost, Jimin's empathy is genuine. It's not performative, it's not for cameras, it's who he is. RM called him selfless by nature. You can't fake by nature, guys. Members have repeatedly said they receive healing from Jimin. You can only heal others if you genuinely care and have emotional depth to understand their struggles. Jimin has incredibly high emotional intelligence. He can read the room, sense when someone is struggling even if they're hiding it, and knows exactly what to say or do to help. J-Hope said Jimin has the maturity and charisma of a Hyun despite being younger. That comes from high EQ, being able to manage his own emotions while being attuned to others' feelings. For Jimin, working hard is a way of showing love for BTS and ARMY. He doesn't just say he cares. He shows it through relentless practice, perfecting every move, giving 200% in every performance. This visible dedication makes other members feel Jimin is working this hard for US. We should match his energy. It creates mutual respect and drives everyone to excellence. Paradoxically, Jimin's vulnerability is a strength. He's not afraid to show when he's struggling, when he needs reassurance, when he wants to hear, "I love you." This vulnerability gives other members permission to be vulnerable too. It creates psychological safety, where everyone feels they can be authentic without judgment. Jimin is described as the most energetic person in the group. That energy is infectious. When Jimin is excited about something, everyone gets excited. When he's laughing, everyone laughs. But it's not toxic positivity. Jimin acknowledges difficulties while maintaining hope. That's the kind of positivity that actually helps people cope with challenges. Jimin notices small things about people. He remembers what makes each member happy, what comforts them, what stresses them. This attentiveness makes members feel seen and valued. When someone remembers your preferences, your struggles, your dreams, it creates deep bonds. Jimin creates these bonds with every member. Jimin has this unique ability to connect with everyone. He's close with V as 95-line soulmates, Jungkook as working out buddies with a playful relationship, J-Hope as roommates providing emotional support, RM with respect for leadership, Jin with admiration for work ethic, and Suga with comfortable companionship. He bridges different personalities and helps everyone connect with each other. That's rare, guys. Jimin's passion for stage is palpable. He once said his requirements for happiness are love, money, and stage. That passion elevates every performance. When you perform with someone who truly loves being on stage, it makes you love it more too. Jimin's stage presence inspires other members to bring their A game. Now guys, let's talk about what ARMY the fans have observed about Jimin's role in BTS. Fans have this saying, once you Jimin, you can't Jim out. While often used romantically about people falling for Jimin and can't get over him, it also applies to his role in BTS. Once Jimin is part of the dynamic, you can't imagine BTS without him. His presence is so integral that his absence is immediately felt. Fans who watch every content, every behind the scenes, every live stream have noticed patterns. When Jimin enters the room, the energy shifts. Watch any BTS video. Jimin is always checking on members. Jimin's laugh makes everyone else laugh. When members are tired, Jimin is the one who initiates fun. Jimin remembers everyone's preferences and takes care of details. These aren't isolated incidents. They're patterns that fans have documented over more than 10 years. Multiple fans have shared that Jimin's energy heals them when they're down. If fans feel this through a screen, imagine how strongly members feel it in person. One fan beautifully said Jimin is constant motion that makes us happy. With a smile that warms our heart, he is generosity come to life. Another wrote that Jimin soaks in everyone else's energy and reflects it back. He is a very special person. Fans have created compilations of Jimin taking care of members with hours of footage, Jimin making members laugh with endless content, members smiling at Jimin showing the fondness is real, and Jimin's positive energy, which is undeniable. These compilations aren't fan fiction, they're documented reality. Here's something interesting. Jimin's effect on group dynamics creates a positive feedback loop with fans. When BTS is happy and cohesive, ARMY is happy, BTS feeds off ARMY's energy, and the cycle continues. Jimin's role in maintaining group happiness directly impacts fan experience. When we see BTS genuinely enjoying each other's company, it makes us love them more. This isn't just Korean fans or international fans. It's universal recognition. Across cultures, languages, and backgrounds, fans see and appreciate Jimin's role. Comments in Korean, English, Spanish, Portuguese, Japanese, Chinese, Arabic, French, all saying similar things about Jimin's special energy and importance to BTS. Guys, let's zoom out and see the bigger picture of why Jimin's role matters. BTS's unprecedented success isn't only because of talent, though they're incredibly talented. It's also because of strong group chemistry, genuine friendship, mutual respect, emotional support system, and shared vision. Jimin plays a crucial role in maintaining all of these. He's part of why BTS has stayed together and strong for over a decade. In K-pop, many groups disband within 7 years. Why? Often because of interpersonal conflicts, lack of cohesion, members feeling unsupported, burnout without emotional support, and competitive instead of collaborative atmosphere. BTS has avoided many of these pitfalls partly because of members like Jimin who actively maintain positive group dynamics. When Jimin released his solo albums Face and Muse and achieved historic success becoming the first Korean soloist to hit #1 on Billboard Hot 100, guess who was most excited? The other members. They celebrated his achievements genuinely because Jimin has always celebrated theirs. The supportive environment he helped create means individual successes are group celebrations. Jimin's energy doesn't just affect BTS. It affects producers who work with them, stylists and staff, other artists they collaborate with, fans worldwide, and the entire K-pop industry. When you're around positive, caring people, you become more positive and caring too. Jimin creates ripples of positivity wherever he goes. Groups with strong emotional foundations have sustainable success. They can weather storms, overcome challenges, and continue thriving for decades. BTS is now planning their 2026 comeback after military service. The fact that all 7 members want to continue together when they could easily pursue lucrative solo careers speaks to the strength of their bonds. Jimin's role in building and maintaining these bonds is part of why BTS isn't just successful, they're sustainably successful. Guys, after all of that, I hope you understand why the statement "we need Jimin's energy" is so much deeper than it sounds. Jimin isn't just a member, he's the heart of BTS. He's the healer when they're tired, the motivator when they're struggling, the comic relief when they're stressed, the emotional support when they're vulnerable, the energy booster when they're drained, and the glue that holds everyone together. Member testimonies prove this. RM said Jimin is selfless by nature and cares for others and the team. Jean said Jimin makes them laugh and gives them strength even when tired. J-Hope said Jimin plays a big role in relieving his stress. Jungkook said their team atmosphere is great all because of Jimin. This isn't fan fiction or exaggeration. These are their words. So when we say BTS without Jimin, we're not just talking about missing one vocal or one dancer. We're talking about missing the soul that makes BTS. BTS. The reason BTS has maintained such strong bonds for over 10 years, the reason they genuinely enjoy each other's company, the reason they're coming back together in 2026 despite individual success. Members like Jimin, who nurture these relationships, are a big part of it. As fans, we should appreciate each member's unique contribution, not just the obvious talents, but the subtle roles they play. We should understand group dynamics matter because success isn't just about individual skill. We should value emotional intelligence because Jimin's EQ is as important as any technical skill. And we should support the group knowing they support each other. With BTS's comeback in spring 2026, we'll get to see this beautiful dynamic in action again. 7 members complete, creating magic together. What do you guys think? Drop your favorite Jimin moment in the comments. When did you notice his special energy? How do you think he impacts BTS? Don't forget to like if this gave you a new appreciation for Jimin. Subscribe for more BTS deep dives, share with fellow ARMY, and turn on notifications for future content. Thank you for watching. Remember, appreciation is everything. Let's celebrate not just the talents we can see, but the hearts we can feel. Purple Heart. Borahi. Purple Heart.